Sup, everybody! We're about to start again. The series currently is tied 1-1 between IBM and MM-Vision. This is week 1 of season 4 of After Hours Gaming League Starcraft 2. This map is Yeonsu LE combatants, which I will introduce very shortly. We have Xenji from Team MM-Vision, our Terran, and we have GreatArchon from IBM, whose starting position we do not know until it starts. Great. Awesome. Here we go. Turn on the music. Here in the lower left-hand corner we have GreatArchon, who is playing Protoss right now, but when he picked it, he picked random, so he drew a Protoss. His opponent would be Xenji, the red Terran over here in the upper right-hand corner. This map is Yeonsu LE. It's a ladder, two-player ladder map that a lot of you should be familiar with. It features a pretty small ramp leading down to the natural. There's a destructible rocks over here on the right outside of the natural, right next to this ramp right here. The destructible rocks allows you to free up this ramp right here, so that if you take this as your third, it'll be more easily defended. Your reinforcements are easily able to get over there. Or if you want, you can take this as your third with this collapsible rock tower right here that will block this entire ramp if you try to destroy it. So it looks like GreatArchon's going for some probe harass, but it looks like, what is this? We have two SCVs wandering into the middle of the map. Yep, GreatArchon's going to scout that there are not many SCVs out here. So the most likelihood is there is going to be something going to be built here by these two SCVs. And then we'll see what Archon's going to do. This is a relatively... There's some space over here. There's also space up here to build some proxy barracks. What are they doing wandering into the mineral? Okay, now... Yeah. I think the observers are right. That's just a scout. Double scout. Okay. Well, some weirdities in this game. This probe is going to be killed very shortly. Double team there by a Marine and an SCV. Well, meanwhile, these two scouts, these SCVs, are going home from having scouted that GreatArchon has gone and put down a gateway and likely a cybernetics core. But double gas from GreatArchon. Chrono boost on the probes, so it's going to be some kind of one base timing. Engineering bay? Interesting. Engineering bay from our red Terran. So I am not familiar with this build per se, so I can't really comment exactly what our red MM-Vision Terran is doing. Maybe someone can let me know after the game what's going on, but I guess we'll know shortly. Warp gate research has been started by GreatArchon. A stalker is going to be wandering across the map. Meanwhile, there's a second barracks from Xenji, and then he's keeping up with his SCV production, and a tech lab has gone down on the barracks. And the stalker is about to poke up the ramp and see what's going on. You see, there's no expansion. Good. Check. 3 Marines. He just clicked the barracks, so he knows 2 barracks is going to be up very soon. Tech lab on a barrack, so he's thinking maybe there's going to be some kind of bio timing. He even sees the engineering bay, so he's probably scratching his head. But he responds by going ahead and putting down an expansion. So he feels that the timing is still a little bit off, and he feels confident that he can hold. 2 gas from the Terran. No factory yet. Combat shield. Oh, it's going to be some kind of marine timing, but he only has 2 barracks, and he's going to be putting down the factory. Okay, so anyways, this is interesting. I've seen some builds where there's plenty of barracks, and Imperial Marines are pushing across the map, and with the combat shield finished. Stalker is going to lose his shield, and he's careful not. He's going to lose his Stalker too, but so he pulls back just in time. But he already just depleted all of his shields, and he actually took hull damage. But nothing else going on over here. Meanwhile, GreatArchon's Nexus is finished. So okay, so a couple of stalkers and a zealot. He leaves the stalker there so that he knows when the marine, the bio army is moving out for the Terran. Meanwhile, tech lab for the factory for a tank. So there's some kind of 1-1-1 build as the starport's being put down. So probably for some from some medevacs, but there is because there's stim going down for Terran. Meanwhile, Mr. GreatArchon has gone ahead and completed his robotics facility and has started his immortal production. So right now, upgrades, no unit upgrades yet, but no one has, because he's built this. Okay, there you go. He has this infantry and weapons attack going down. So it's about 2 minutes off. So, but the observer comes over here, sneaks in, sees what he probably suspected all along, which is a bio army, but he also sees them moving out. So, very, very nice observer there. So Stalker's going home. Meanwhile, he's going to warp in some. Okay, he's going to warp in. He doesn't have any sentries. Too bad, because he can force field this force. He could take on this force straight on. Looks like, yeah, especially with this immortal. Immortal would do well against the Marauders, but a couple of force field would even, wreck that and trap that army. But it looks like Xenji is not moving across the map. He's just content with hanging out and taking this Zelnaga watchtower. So it looks like everyone's doing a pretty good job keeping their money low. So here comes the medevac to join his buddies over here. Meanwhile, no one is quite attacking quite yet. Looks like the Stalker's going to poke up here to see where the Terran army is. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now I know he took the watchtower. Good. No upgrades yet from GreatArchon. He just started his forge. But he has put down the Twilight Council and robotics bay, so he's going to be going Colossi. Yeah, there you go. Nice force fields. Going to lose all of these units. If he's careful, nope, he's going to be able to run away with his medevac. Stim pack is just completed. Thank you, Game Heart. Especially an observer like me, I need all the help that I can get. So, sensing that he just cleaned up that army that was in the middle of the map, GreatArchon is feeling that I'm going to go ahead and do a little mini push myself. And with my base running, I am way ahead as Protoss. 2 bases to 1. And then Xenji is just content with just building Vikings. Does he already see that? No, he doesn't see it. Maybe he's just anticipating Colossi. But he's building a Viking. As if he was anticipating Colossi from our Protoss. And for sure, GreatArchon is going ahead and he's throwing down the Thermal Lance upgrade. So far, he does not have any Colossi in the field yet. But you can bet with the Thermal Lance, extended Thermal Lance upgrade going down, he is going to see some Colossi very, very soon. So Xenji is in a pretty tough spot. He just put down his command center, and looks like he's going to try to float it over here. And that's going to be a very, very late expansion because Mr. GreatArchon has already completely saturated both the gas and the minerals in both of his bases. So he's in a very, very good spot. And he's taking his third. Why not? So he pokes up a little bit. He's going to lose his zealot. Ooh. So 3-shot this Marauder. Xenji is going to be okay with this tank. Little does he know there's a little observer right there. watching everything. Vikings are going to be flying across the map. See what they can find. They're taking a semi-direct route. Looks like I guess he's checking for pylons. Looks like he's this zigzag pattern throughout the map. Command center's done. So he better be floating that command center over there really, really fast because he's already very, very much behind. And then GreatArchon with the Nexus finish, all he has to do is transfer about 8 of those probes over here, and he is going to be on a very, very good economy. But as I say that, he picks up the tank because of this observer. So no advantage for the high ground there for the tank. But oh, is this the manner hallucinated Colossi? Ah, that doesn't matter because this army is just big enough. Too bad he doesn't have any proxy pylons so that he can reinforce this a little bit better. The Vikings are concentrating on the Colossi. Not that it matters because, you know, Vikings can't shoot down at this army, but it should be GG very, very soon. Yeah, it's not like Xenji didn't see those Colossi pop out of nowhere, so he should have known those were hallucinated, but it doesn't matter because he wasn't able to handle the ground army. And so IBM takes that game. Great job, GreatArchon. Now IBM has come back from a 1-0 deficit and made a 2-1.